Hey folks, and here we are back on the last day of the British Boutique Guitar Festival, and we're going to start as always with a little bit of a rundown of all the brands that are here today. So we'll check that out first of all. Today's exhibitors are LT Custom Guitars, Greenheart Guitars, CMG Guitars, RD Amplification and Goodwin Sonic Hardware. And welcome to the final day of BBGF Part 2. This is the Sunday and we've got some great brands again today. So we're going to start off with my buddy Chris from CMG Guitars. Come in, Chris, tell us what you brought.
How are you now? You're right.
I'm really good,
mate.
Really good. And you. So tell us a little bit about what you brought.
Okay, so this time I've brought back my Sycamore top guitar with its twin sister, which is a left-handed version of it for some guy who's going to have a play because he's left-handed. So I'm looking forward to that, Kieran. For a bit of fun, I've made a flying V, which yeah. No, it's not a Monterey.
Is this one that Hendrix played?
Well, I was going to say it's not. I mean, I did have a bit of paper with some
provenance.
Well, there was a little bit, but
it doesn't have proof of cheese.
No, I think the markings on the back show clearly that this was played by Hendrix.
And the grain on the headstock's not quite the same.
Yeah, I'm afraid that the grain pattern just...
And the heel shape, I mean this heel's just totally different.
And did his have locking tuners? I'm not sure.
Hendrix did, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
yeah, well, Bob the Bean says he did.
Turn that around.
Tuners. He did, you know. So this was a bit of an experiment to see if I could sort of
get
put
sued.
A few of my sort of my design ideas into an old tape, really.
Great idea.
So if you've got the heel's slightly different from the normal Gibson, so that's my sort of heel carve that I do in my guitar.
Did you mention Gibson?
He said the G word.
Oh no.
That wasn't a Monterey, was it?
Ferrell's, nice.
Okay.
Super.
That's all good.
Okay.
And
Heart again.
And this one over here is sported lacewood, and it's sort of it's my sort of body design, but I've got a 6-line headstock based on my 3-a-side headstock, and I've got a Strat sort of fit in there. Low, yeah. What's that word?
Configuration.
That's even better. Yeah. So
This is the British version of that guitar.
yeah.
Because it's on the opposite side.
Yeah.
No one's made that joke before. What is wrong with you people?
But these two tops are actually made out of the same billet, and I've still got enough for another 2 tops for future clients.
Very nice. I've played that one, haven't
You played that one last May, I think, almost a year ago.
Beautiful.
Still in tune.
Is it? What, from when I tuned it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got big knobs.
Thank you.
Also these.
Well, they're easier to work with, aren't they?
Okay, brilliant. Thanks so much, Chris.
No worries.
Next up, we've got Goodwin Sonic, and you brought some hardware for us today, which is very nice but unusual. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So hi. I mean, this literally hatched. I'm a fledgling company, just gone like that. What I've done is, after being dissatisfied with how predominantly the S-type and Tele-type bridges just are, the way they look, the way they feel, and the way they work, I felt that I could do something better, and so I worked on the design. Somebody I know wanted to pick that up and make back it and make it into a company.
Wow.
We've applied for a patent, so the actual design of the bridge is completely different than anything ever before, and it's literally that. It's just.
Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead.
So what happens is you've removed all of the various componentry, and these things will fit on a standard guitar, and use the standard drillings. So you're not committing yourself if you fit the thing, but by a cunning use of like string through holes on the back of the body, it enables you to be able to actually adjust your action height from underneath. And then, which is done centrally, so you remove all the screws from the top, and then without your intonation at the rear, it's actually done internally. So you turn a barrel from the back, your string entry is through the back,
right,
and then the string is literally held. If I could just grab my little cutaway model. I'm using the Fender Bullet strings because they terminate very well. And that is literally the last point of contact of the string is from there straight to the nut.
Wow.
So
Can you use other strings?
Physically you can do it, but what you end up happening is the winding on the string on the little barrels.
Yeah.
That kind of upsets the path of the wave. It gets to a bit of the string which is now sort of becoming thicker,
Right.
and it doesn't know where it is. So the wave, some of it travels on beyond the wound section,
Right.
some of it travels back the other way. So if you want a chorus, it's great, but intonating the thing is a bit of a nightmare.
Right.
So I'm sticking with these. It's something that I've investigated whether we can actually get other string manufacturers to do something, but again, that's a patented Fender
Yeah.
thing, and they would have to license it and blah blah blah. But it's something that I'm investigating because I don't want to be predominantly stuck with one type of string.
With Fender.
Well, the player doesn't want to be stuck
No,
with one type.
no,
I wouldn't play
indeed,
those
but-
strings. I need to play the strings I want to play.
Yeah. So I understand it limits the market in some sense, but it's a limited market anyway. Some people want to stick with the entirely traditional way of doing it. I'm just looking for the crumbs from the table, if you like.
Yeah. It's very interesting. And
But
you've
they're all handmade.
Yeah.
I hope to be able to tailor, the look of the thing to what an individual likes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to do more of a custom sort of service rather than just a stock off the shelf thing.
Okay.
And everything's made in very small quantities, so it's kind of personal.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could build them for other string types, so the ball end will fit in these?
Yeah, the difficulty would be that you'd have to engineer some kind of exactly the same as that, a bullet, but they're compressed. They actually make the bullets in Germany, and then they put the string into it. It does have a really nice, gentle sort of rise in the high frequencies.
Right.
And
Okay.
you might want that, you might not want that, but
Yeah.
if it's there, you can use it. If it's not, you can't boost it.
Yeah, you take it
Yeah.
out. Let's take it out on the tone knob, but you can't add it in.
Yeah.
Very good point. Awesome, great stuff.
Okay.
Thank you very
you.
much. Right, next up we have Rob back today, and I don't know what we talked about yesterday, but have you got anything new that you want to show us today?
Yesterday there's a bunch of amps around, so you might see that during the course of the day. Yesterday we had a play through the Duelist custom combo there. Today, hopefully, we might have a look at the 8-ball, which is a more simplified version of that circuit.
Yeah.
Essentially, the normal channel or clean channel, however you want to describe it.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's the same circuit structure as the Duelist, but without the overdrive stage.
Right.
And I just felt that some people might not want to get overdrive on the ramp because of the way the setup is, or the way they play, or they want to choose their own
Maybe they put pedals
favourite pedal in
Yeah.
front of it. So I thought we'd do a sort of a more traditional format,
Yeah.
single channel amp, and there she is. So I've called it an 8-ball. because I don't think anybody's got copyright on an 8-ball. So it's not a name, it's a
You want to
site.
talk about number of balls? You don't want to start that
So
conversation.
you notice that it's not actually called 8-ball. It's just got a picture of an 8-ball
8-ball,
on it.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a custom picture.
I own the NFT for that. I own the rights.
Do you?
I bought
Do you?
that. Yes.
That's really interesting.
Anytime an 8-ball is shown,
It's
I get
you.
like $2,000. So
Okay.
pay me.
Okay. So there we go.
Show me the money.
There's your money.
Thank you.
Okay. So essentially the same process as the Duelist. It's
Right.
the same amp, but without the overdrive
Without
stage.
the overdrive
And the same issues I operate is that the custom element is in the output stage.
Yeah,
Essentially.
of course.
So whether you want a 5-watt studio amp or you want a 100-watt monster,
Yeah.
it'll be the same amp but with a different functionality, power-wise and whatever. The two speakers in the two combos, they're both Fanes.
Right.
I kind of thought that was in
Good.
keeping with the
British.
British boutique show.
I'm very
Um,
impressed.
So the 8-ball's got the Fane F70, which is a ferrite magnet, not
Right.
ceramic,
Right, okay.
which is an interesting scientific
How does that
difference.
affect the tone?
I don't know, you'd have to speak to Fane. but apparently it does.
Okay.
I guess because ferrite is an organic material
Yeah.
and ceramic is a synthetic
Yeah.
magnet. Yeah,
Very true.
that's my best guess.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be quite good to put a British speaker in for today.
Perfect. And the Duelist has got Fanes in it.
Yeah, that one there we tried yesterday, that's the A60, which is their Allen Eco driver.
So I
So-
can tell you the speakers sound great.
Yeah, and the F70, I'm not sure whether they use the same cone with just the, I'm assuming probably, same cone probably, but with obviously the ferrite magnet.
For sure. I have to say the Duelist combo sounds as good as the Duelist custom separate head. I was so impressed with it yesterday.
Well, it's the same amp essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why everything's bespoke to the customer's sort of
Slightly smaller
requirements,
speakers, though.
which is the custom element,
Yeah.
whether it's speakers or whether it's how it looks. I mean, that looks a bit fendery,
Does.
but it's the same amp, as that,
Yeah.
and it's the same amp as the purple one.
Just different
different output
speakers.
stage, different looks, and also I brought the. Let's call it a minimised. Won't call it a pedal because Henning got upset about it yesterday. It's a minimised box with.
It's
two
a
foot-
small car. That's what that is.
You
It's a
don't
min-
want to upset
It's a
Germans.
minimised box with 2 foot switches in it, and those 2 foot switches are pretty similar, to replicating what's on the outboard
Oh,
foot switches
yeah.
for the amp.
Yeah.
But obviously it's internal, so we don't need to have relays and all that kind of stuff going on.
Gonna try this.
Yeah, so I've minimised the controls a little bit just to get it in.
Take the middle out.
And essentially it's the same circuit. It's just really downscaled.
I have to minimize it sometimes to get it in.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So those little covers neatly go over top of the two tubes, which are generic 12AX7 types, which you can change, swap out for
Yeah.
your favourite version or brand or
It's a
whatever.
good idea. And also makes it very safe. Grounds it
Yeah,
out.
because it's got. I'm kind of thinking it might end up on the floor.
Yeah.
Although equally it could be by a computer through a interface.
Yeah.
But my thought in process was to put something that could go on the floor in front of an amp, maybe like the 8-ball,
Yeah.
that's straight ahead, and give you an overdrive channel. And
Have you
some-
thought about taking this concept and putting it into like an amp chassis?
Yes, yeah, that's what they call reverse engineering.
I think that would make sense.
When somebody said, "Do you build pedals, Rob?" I'm like, "Well, not really. It's not my thing, but
Yeah.
I'll build something." But I want.
And you still haven't.
Yeah. But I wanted it to look like it had dropped out of a Lancaster bomber, maybe.
Love it.
Don't
Yeah.
mention Savoy.
But I kind of just wanted to make it look a bit sort of steampunk and a bit
I think
1930s.
It does. It
I
does.
think it looks great, and I think people put it on top of their speaker amp. To be
Yeah,
honest.
or some farty blues fellow was going to put it on the floor, sat down on a stool,
Yeah,
put it into a
maybe.
5E3. That'll just transform that, won't it?
Yeah, totally. Lovely. Thank
So
you
there we
very
go.
much, Rob. Awesome. Next up, we have Greenheart guitars. When I've lit them, there we go. Come in. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
And you are
Blair. Yes.
Brilliant. Tell us a little bit about your crazy guitars.
Well, it's pretty clear that I like pushing the limits.
No.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't be able to tell from 5 humbuckers and a guitar. But I've got a 7-string acoustic that's got a pickup in it as well.
That's pretty.
Thank you. I've got the affectionately named Cockcaster by Henning. 5 humbucker guitar that has, what is it, 287?
243.
243.
Actually, 242.
After you broke.
Because I broke that one.
Yes.
That takes it down to 162.
So
it's got 162.
Work.
What do?
Yeah.
Math nerd.
Hi, people.
So 162 switching options.
And lots of little dicks in them.
Yep.
I didn't say cock, I said dick. Which one's okay?
I'm not editing this.
Lots of little genitals, male genitals in it. Is that better?
Luckily, this one doesn't have that. Although it is.
I'm so sorry, Blair.
It's okay.
I really am.
This one.
He knows. He's aware.
Yep, it was pointed out when I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a fanfret Strat type with a reverse headstock, P90, a single coil, and a humbucker.
So those frets, I think I heard earlier, fan out so the bridge is perpendicular
Yes.
on the body.
So that you can technically interchange the neck and have it with just normal frets.
Right.
But it means that you didn't need to get a separate kind of bridge for it.
How on earth does that work? I don't understand that, but we'll talk about it in the video.
Yep.
That's cool. And Henny's just getting a picture of the back of the, what did you call it?
You called it the Cockcaster.
Cockcaster.
He seems a little bit obsessed with it.
He is totally obsessed.
Well,
with
since
it.
it's a single cut, could also be a less dick. Or in this case, actually a more dick because look at how many.
Yep.
And I now also broke your stand. How about you do this? And I don't touch anything anymore.
Yeah, that's
She said.
Oh my god.
Hey, you invited me. You know what was coming. She said.
I didn't know what was coming. Okay. I can't speak now, you devil. Right, thank you so much, Blair.
Thank you, Blair. We love you.
Finally, we have Lewis back with a couple of different guitars.
I don't want to film Lewis's stuff. I don't like the man.
I know you don't like him, but I like him. He's my little partner.
Okay, fine. He's my little part. Oh, I would take offense to that. Beat him. Beat him up right now. Come on.
I'm too small. Oh, yes, hello. Wow, what a weekend. So I ran out and got the Jaeger bass because I think another exhibitor absolutely shafted me because they told me they were bringing a bass.
I have a story for that.
Okay. So
I want to hear that story.
We love this bass. This is a bass he built for a mutual friend of ours who gigs it regularly.
yeah. It's about 3 or 4 years old now. I can't remember exactly, but it's seen a lot of action, and it was actually based around the shape of my Pioneer model. So that's why the curves and horns are quite
It's not a string tree. That's a string forest right there.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep.
Nice.
Does that one? Okay. This one?
Yeah, this is amazing guitar. I've just played it actually for the first time, and so has Rob.
Yes. So this was built for Rob Dix of RD Amps. So
Yeah,
he spec'd it up, sent me the shape, and then
Ooh, lawsuit.
Nope, we're in Europe.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
Not a lawsuit.
yeah, we did check that.
See, Michelle knows.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
is a
no, we
really
checked that.
pretty
It's really
guitar.
cool. Swamp ash body, European ash top, because European ash, like European democracies and parliaments, is better than the American
Models,
stuff. So,
yeah.
it's older as well. Isn't it?
Trump's
So-
it, isn't it?
Unsubs coming left and right. But yes.
My goodness.
He said it,
Sorry, Mr. Trump.
and all of his followers who will never buy your amps.
and that one has
Really
also got quite a pretty neck.
Yeah.
And very dusty, whoever.
We've just been adjusting the trim, so all good.
And then we're very familiar with that one now, but I thought it looks pretty good, so maybe get it in a little bit more.
Turn that thing around.
Henning, have you played any of Lewis's guitars yet?
I played the Strat. I mean, the back of this is just...
Outstanding.
That's actually how you have to hang it on the wall. I mean, look at that neck. Beautifully stained to really match the resin. Does it come with health insurance?
Yeah, a plan to keep your back nice and strong. It's they are not like guitars, unfortunately, the resin rivers, so it's a trade-off.
But now that you did the Brexit thing, your NHS is fully funded, right?
Oh, 350 million a week.
Wow.
I feel better about that, just knowing that, so you can sort all your back problems out there.
Thank you, Lewis. So, you're about to see a slightly different jam today because Henning really couldn't stand my drumming. So
I did not say that. I said it's semi. Okay, I didn't say it's bad. I left some wiggle room for compliments. I didn't say any of those things, by the way.
He always swears on my channel. I'm so sorry, folks.
Is swearing?
Yeah. Don't worry. It's all good.
I didn't know.
So today we're going to have Henning and Leigh playing a few tracks to Elevated Jam tracks because Tom is here. You can't show him. No! And so we're going to do it slightly different today because we are all absolutely shattered after 3 days of the show, and rather than give you a tired performance, we're going to let the guys sit down and play the guitars so you see them in their best. So let's go and check that out now. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. As you can see, we've had some lovely brands here today. Now, we are going to do something very slightly different with the jam this evening. We're going to check out a bass with Adam, and then Henning and Leigh are going to jam together on Ton's Elevated Jam tracks. But first of all, we're just going to have a quick chat with Adam about this bass because he's rather fond of it.
I am indeed. This is one of Lewis from LT Customs basses, and it's really nice. It takes that traditional offset shape, of course, with the kind of the jazz style, and it's high-end appointments, everything. This flame maple is ridiculous, but not only that, it feels good. It feels right in my tiny little child hands, which as a bass player is never ideal. Everything's just in the right place. It's quite weighty. It's made of beech, and it's chunky but not offensively so. So I'm going to be talking to Lewis at some point in the near future about getting something similar for myself, although with exactly what I would like.
Awesome. So we're now going to hear it played. Okay. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thank you.
Real great track there, and amazing playing. I think you'll all agree Adam is an amazing bass player. Just while we're swapping over, we've got Henning and Leigh now joining us to do a couple of tracks for you. And Rob, the man himself, is going to switch the... That's it, you got it? Okay, so Henning is playing through the... Henning's playing through the Custom 8 and the floor pedal, which we will quickly show you now. On camera 2, there we go. So this is the large pedal that Rob has built, and that is running into the custom 8-ball, and that's what Henning's playing through, even though it's on Leigh's side, and Leigh is playing through the Dualist purple. So let's have a little listen to this. now we're just going to change over some guitars for the ones that aren't broken, Henning. And okay, we've got an LT custom guitar. That was a CMG guitar that Henning broke. And what's this one called, Henning?
Purple thing.
Purple thing. And
Greenhouse.
and we have the Red River from LT Custom Guitars.
No, Greenheart. Greenheart guitars.
Greenheart Guitars, that's right. Okay. So,
Here.
Is it good? You're on the bridge at that humbucker and that humbucker.
this guitar has got 5 humbuckers and they can be in single coil or humbucking. So let's see what Henning can do with this. Okay, thank you so much to Leigh for playing beautifully. And thank you so much to Henning for breaking one of the guitars.
Excuse a trem that breaks off and now is stuck in there means that this is not the highest quality tremolo system.
It definitely does mean that. And a big thanks to Rob as well for the wonderful, wonderful amps. Right, we will go over and do the sofa job.
That sounds so wrong. We do the
Oh. Okay, right.
Moving a magic
Oh.
line around.
Yes. So we can take any questions that you like. If it's for me or for Adam or for Henning or for Leigh as well.
And whoever the question is for, someone else will answer it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the last
Oh,
day.
he's brought that guitar over.
There's nowhere to put it.
I have to say, it is the last day, and yeah, I can't play at the moment, so it's not much point in putting that on me. I'm going to miss these guys. I really am. We have had a really, really nice week, or 3 days. Really enjoyed hanging with the boys. It is a bit of a boys' hang, and also it's been great having all the wonderful brands here that we've had as well. So a big thank you to all the brands. A big thank you to the YouTubers. Big thank you to Tom, T-O-N, James, who very kindly...
T-O-N?
T-O-N.
Is that what we call him now?
That's
Tom James?
That's what I put in the description. So a big thank you to him as well. Big thank you to Michiel for being here, coming all over from Belgium, and just thanks you guys, because I've really enjoyed having you here. So thank you for
Are
that.
we thanking Tom too?
Yeah, here he is, Tom James is here.
The man whose tracks we just butchered.
Yeah, did you hear the butchery, Tom?
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Wash my ears out with bleach.
I do apologise for that. Is Chris really cross about his guitar?
Oh, yeah, I just heard that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he loves you, Henning.
what, but how can you do that? That I did a dive bomb, nothing more. I would send that back and actually go to whoever made that trem and say, you guys didn't do a good job.
I
It's
think-
not Chris's fault.
I think he will. I think that is a real shame.
That blatantly snapped off, and all I did was what you do with the tremolo, you push it down.
I saw you didn't really give it any whirly, really. So, yeah. Questions, yes.
First one for you by CJ. How do you cope? And I do think he means with all these idiots around you.
The very easy answer to that is that I love them. They're my buddies, and they're really easy to cope with. Although sometimes certain people are incredibly hilarious and make me not able to talk through laughing. So that can be a tricky thing. But CJ, it's lovely. I'm so pleased you're in, and I hope you're feeling really well and managing to play the guitar at the moment. So that is really cool.
Where do I send the invoice?
To the tremolo manufacturer.
Okay.
That was Chris.
Yeah, that was Chris, and that was Chris as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Will Henning be allowed to the next one?
Of course.
Even though I make a lot of dick jokes?
Maybe not.
But those are the ones you like.
You're trying really hard to uninvite yourself here, Henning.
You love a good dick joke.
Okay, I do apologise.
Henning specifically avoided it, probably because it was about a bass. But Phil Gardner asked, how was the 5-string bass?
Oh, we loved it. Oh, well, tell him about the bass, Adam.
It's fantastic. It's balanced really well. The strings on it are not as new as I would like, but that's not anyone's fault. That's because that is actually one of Lewis's clients' builds that has been supplied.
You're talking to the man whose bass it is.
Oh, am I? Sorry, I thought there was somebody else in chat that asked. Right, it's brilliant. I love it. Cheers.
But change your strings.
Yeah, well,
And tell him how you drop that bass.
that has never happened.
No,
Cheeky.
nobody has dropped that bass. Phil, it's great that you're in. Lovely to see you, and thank you so much for lending us your LT bass. We have taken very good care of it, I promise. Drop the bass indeed.
You cheeky thing.
Yeah,
Trying to get me in trouble.
Michelle's trying to get him in trouble, yeah, for sure. No, it's a great bass, and I hope you heard the jam, because Adam played it beautifully. And maybe next time, if you'd like to, come and play it yourself. I'd love that. Any other questions for us, Michelle?
Going through it, not right now.
Does anyone have any questions for Tom from Elevated Jam Tracks? I mean, he's not coming in front of the camera, but he might answer questions.
Oh.
The guy's brilliant. Best jam tracks on YouTube. Also, a rather nice chap who makes a good tea. So
He
if anyone wants
does.
to ask him something.
We do have a question. So the broken trend is why Henning was playing out of key.
Sadly not.
He does that on purpose, just for shizzles and giggles.
No, if I actually accidentally play out of key, I keep doing it, because then it looks like the accident wasn't one.
Right, okay.
Jazz. As
Jazz.
Adam Ely says, repetition legitimizes.
Yeah, for sure. If you
Keep
make a
being
mistake,
Henning, and that's
repeat it.
legitimate.
Oh, cool. So, Leigh, what's been your highlight of the entire 3 days?
Are you okay? Do you need
There's a
medical?
comment here. Why won't Tom from Elevated Jam Tracks come on camera? He should join the others.
It's by a Leigh Fugger or something.
Who is that late fucker who says Tom should come in front of the
dunno.
camera?
It's someone. Whoever did that has got the same profile picture and name on YouTube as me as well.
You need to get that blue tick, mate.
That's
I know.
not you?
Leigh Hugger.
No, I don't know what you're on about, Henning.
Leigh, see you next Tuesday.
Why? Where are you going to be next Tuesday?
Read between the lines, mate.
I know. I'm not an idiot. What was the question? What was my favourite thing?
What's
Spell it out.
been
See
your
you next
highlight
Tuesday.
of the weekend?
My highlight was
The curry last night.
that was pretty good, but probably my highlight of the weekend was some of those tasty licks Henning just dropped over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that bit where you played in all 12 keys at the same time as well. That was
That is
fantastic.
That is called 12-tone music, and it's a legitimate style of music. I actually had to study it, and I had to write a 12-tone piece, and I enjoyed it, so I do it regularly.
It's a nice form of sort of atonal expression.
Exactly.
It's good. I think it could catch on.
If
see
you're
the
intelligent
expression.
enough, you can enjoy it.
If you're what enough?
Intelligent.
Oh, okay. Well, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic.
Awesome.
What did you think, Adam?
I thought it was crap.
He dumb.
What do I know? I'm just a bass player.
Oh no! Same question to Adam. What's been your highlight of the weekend?
Oh, highlight of the weekend. Oh, that's a tough one now. Thank you. Having a lot of fun with Nick Crow with his basses, maybe. Getting to know guys like Lewis from LT Custom has been brilliant. He's such a great lad as well. I know he's watching, so hi. But yeah, getting to know the people is always one of the highlights for me, because the instruments are great, but that's a part of it. The other part is the people. That's what makes it boutique. That it's not just a faceless company that will sell you a half-decent piece of wood. There's love and care gone into it from people that you can get to know. And so when they care, you care, and that just really strengthens it. That's been the big thing for me.
Awesome. Great answer, Adam. I think for me it's been, again, similar to you, meeting everybody and having you 4 YouTube personalities here and complaining about beds and
He's not going to let that
and,
go.
and making marks on coffee tables and
Leigh, so that's one for Tom, one for me. What have you messed up?
actually Leigh has been very, very good. Even getting up in the morning, he's been here on time every day. He's been switching. He's been
On time every day? That Leigh or some other Leigh?
I've been here roughly. I've been here more or less on time. I've been here before I'm needed.
More or less, actually.
Well, I'm not needed before then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
I
all
don't want to
good.
get in the way.
No,
And you don't if you're not here.
Exactly. So I'm actually helping by not being here.
So next time, just don't be here all the time, and you'll really help.
Yeah.
Give me that thing for a second. I might point out that for me the highlight is really just to hang
Sarah.
Well, Sarah, yes. Oh, duh. Your ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife. But well, actually doing the videos with Heather was amazing. Watch out for videos with Heather. Huh, she hot. But no, for me, these guys. I almost said the other word that we call each other. Wow, that was difficult. That was really difficult. These friends, they especially Tom and Mike, they've been at my place 3 times for Gear Street, and I'm so stressed at Gear Street that I always run around and say hi, spend a minute with them, and they've been at my place a lot, so they're part of the family, but I've never really had the opportunity to really hang with them and really just get to know these people. And yeah, we know each other and we talk, but it wasn't my event, so I wasn't as stressed, and it was really, really cool to just hang with you guys as friends. And now it pays off to have come up with these things where I said, oh, let's maybe all the guitar channels talk to each other. And now we sleep in each other's beds, in each other's kids' beds. I mean, how much cooler can it get? You know?
Did you notice though, he didn't refer to me and you as
Oh,
being part
bless
of the
you.
family.
Bless
No,
you.
we're
Just Mike and Tom.
You're only twofers. These guys have been at my place 3 times.
Threefers.
You guys still have to earn your place.
I think that really that's been the thing for me. It's been the opportunity to hang with friends that we don't normally get to hang with other than for a week at Gear Street. So it's been really, really cool. And I hope we can do it again. I really hope it's going to work out in July and that we can get everybody back, because this has been so much fun. And thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, and thank you. So that was Tom, Michelle, Leigh, Adam, and Henry.
Except your co-organizer, okay? What a horrible, horrible person.
Oh.
That little dude that makes the pretty guitars? I mean, come on. He's here all the time. He makes the food, but then just looking at that face, LT Custom Guitars right there in the chat. I mean, what a horrible, horrible man. Makes amazing guitars, buy them. And he's going to be nice to you. And he's been only nice to me. But I just can't stand that guy.
Well, actually, you've queued me up perfectly there, because without Lewis,
It would have been better.
no, without Lewis has brought all the brands on board. He has worked his socks off. I was just about to say that, actually. The lunches have been exquisite. In fact, I think the lunches have been better than these guitars. No, I'm joking, Lewis, of course. But thanks so much to Lewis, my partner in crime, for organising so much of it and taking so much pressure off of me. And that really did help this time, because obviously things are a little bit tricky for me at the moment, and it really meant a lot. So, Lewis, you rock.
Thank you so much, Mike. And okay, fine, Lewis, if I have to. But no, I mean, you did way too much. You should have taken more rests. And should I ever be invited, which is probably not going to happen, I will make sure that you do less, and I will send you to your room for like 30 minutes at a time.
I'm going to be in my room next time. That's
It's the whole time.
That's where I'm staying. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know if we've got any other questions. We haven't, so that's cool. We're going to sign off now from British Boutique Guitar Festival #2, and we hope to see you in July for Boutique Guitar Festival #3, and hopefully Gear Street #4 for Tom and I, maybe.
We don't know. We might invite like other people, make new friends. I mean, we know you now. I'll be invited back here anyway, and that's happening in July, which means when I don't invite you for August, you don't even know that you know. So we might mix it up.
Good.
Get lots of these, female guitar channels with the boobs. Just only those.
Who's your favourite female guitar channel?
Oh, I can think of one that I just love.
Yeah, go on.
And I'll ask her. I mean, she's busy, but if she comes over, it'll be good.
Excellent. And hopefully you'll have proof of cheese. Okay, on that note, we're going to say goodbye from BBGF #2. Take care, folks.
That was hard.